Another day.
After a season like that, it all feels kind of meaningless, right?
MP, you got that look.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Brian Anderson here with you alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Magic, they've risen to third in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
And checking out the Clippers, they're one of the top teams because they just play the game the right way. That's what's been clear early on.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. James Harden out there with MP. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Tatum following the score by the Clippers. Holiday a screen on Leonard. Tatum from long range. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to...
Right side Tatum. Reggie, this season just getting going. What are you looking for tonight?
Just curious to see what...
A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
On the floor for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And here's White, following the three-pointer by MP. And Holiday has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. MP passes to Harden. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brown finds Tatum. Here's Porzingis, and he makes the 8-footer.
This is what an offense is supposed to do. You look for a high percentage shot, and Porzingis the beneficiary.
Here's Middleton. Some solid defense from Brown.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's White. Tatum setting the pick for White. His three-pointer's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here's MP for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 3. Harden right side. Shoots over White. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
We don't see a lot of James Harden in the mid-range, but he is capable of knocking them down.
Brown the pass to Holiday. He gets it in there.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now, here is Harden. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Harden's got 7 points.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the field. They recognize those spots are few and far between. But Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Kristaps Porzingis, throughout his career, continues to look for good health. And when he is that, he's a force.
Harden kicks to Middleton. In the corner, Harden over White. Harden's shot is off.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Shoots over Leonard. MP grabs the miss. And so MP will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too, with both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
They
need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside, White. Here's the three. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Harden's shot is good.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Tatum down low. Leonard's there. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's White. And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Leonard, that's for 2. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Leonard's got his second basket of the game. Boston has gotten just 0 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Tatum passes to Porzingis to the paint.
I'm at the loop, I'm out of range. Oh, stay out the way.
Here's Holiday. So the Celtics 5 right now. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at
Now Holiday on the court right now for the Celtics. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last game against the Wizards put on a show. He picked up 67 points and a triple-double for all that effort. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from long range.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
MP left side. The tray. Here's Brown. The shot, no good. Isaac with some nice D.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Brown outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so, MP will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Boston shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Holiday the pass to Brown. Batum grabs the miss.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Harden's shot is off. Celtics trail by 8. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And White kicks to Brown. Isaac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backcourt, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Brown sets a screen for MP. On the wing, Hardaway. MP finds Harden. Shoots over White. And Harden with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Harden's gone 6 of 12 in the game from the floor. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting. Excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Brown, good.
And each year it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball. Especially from the mid-range.
Here's Harden on the wing. Launches it. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6. 11 feet away. And it's Brown missing. The Clippers shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. The 3 from MP. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 12 in the game.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Hardaway against Brown. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
MP looking around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Porzingis with a screen on Hardaway. Brown outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, and he was unconscious from the foul line.
Chris Dunn's checked in for the Clippers. The Celtics also changing it up. Kate is checked in, and it's Jason Tatum in for White. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's Brown. Last game, 26 points. Isaac a screen. And Brown is good for 3. $13 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Clippers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jason Tatum is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Keita in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Now, here's MP. Zubac the pass to MP. From the arc. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Tatum against Middleton. Tatum looking around. Here's Springer. Covered by MP. Over MP. Springer can't get it to go.
Normally he drains that.
From 11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against Washington.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Nice move. That one drops for him. Springer's got his first basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here, it is eye-opening.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The 3 goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Outside Tatum. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Well,
come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like, when he's dropping dimes like that, like, Jason Tatum is a problem.
MP, that's for 2. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Here's Springer, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
So it's the Celtics now. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Pass to Hauser. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harden's checked in, and so Tatum nails them both. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Now, here's Tatum. Last game we saw him score 32. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Isaac, a screen on MP. From deep three-point land, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the 4th, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Here goes Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Leonard with a screen on Holiday. MP kicks to Zubac. Middleton the pass to MP. 3-pointer.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Jonathan Isaac, Drew Holiday out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Hauser.
Hey, man.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. MP out there with Harden, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Washington was a man on a mission. He picked up 67 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. Really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Jason Tatum out there with Drew Holiday. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian. I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. And timeout called by Ty Lue. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Green's checked in for Middleton. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Isaac. The Clippers lead by 8. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 67 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And he had a memorable game. These coaches and fans are still buzzing about it. Just incredible. What's he got for an encore? BA?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Now here's Tatum. Last game we saw him with 32 points.
On the floor for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair.
Taking a look at the Celtics. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grim.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Wizards was outstanding. He finished with 67 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
they've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, I like that they've also
that rep boost this season.
Clippers leading by 9. We've got Harden. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's MP. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Earn progress towards your affiliation by participating in and winning events.
On his head, put a
Los Angeles leading by 9. On the court right now for the Celtics. Holiday at the 1.
Who's taking home the rep boost in Season 6? That's up to you. I'll see you out there on the courts.
You must not know what you just thought. Me and my go naughty.
Here's MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. MP out there with Harden. And it's Green. Then there's Batum. And it's Leonard in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Washington was a man on a mission. He picked up 67 points, and that was only part of it, as he added a triple-double for his work. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Now, Tatum. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Tatum finds Holiday. Harden grabs the miss. Back to MP. Leonard sets a screen for MP. And
she gon' make it.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. MP is out there with James Harden. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Wizards was outstanding. He finished with 67 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Harden misses. Celtics trail by 10. Brown draws the double. For three, Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Clippers. MP's got rebound number 8 now. Three-pointer, Harden. Harden missing again.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Brown, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Harden. He's got 18. It's Harden again missing.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
White, the pass to Brown. Over Green. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Brown's got 18 points in the game.
A superb mid-range shooter. All Brown needs is some separation, and he's ready to pull up.
Back to MP. Outside, Brown. On the wing, MP. Pass to Harden. Porzingis against Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer, Harden. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Hardaway's checked in for Green. And the Celtics also making a change. Isaac's checked in. Brown with it. He's got 18. Outside White. The three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Celtics trail by 9. White on the wing. Outside, Brown. Oh, look at Brown banging inside.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Los Angeles leading by 7. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Holiday. Back to MP from behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got a 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Holiday. Isaac with it. Porzingis for 3. Hardaway grabs the board. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. MP, the pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. The rebound, Celtics. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Los Angeles Clippers. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback.
All right, let's turn now to take a look. And that's a wrap on half.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And the basket by Holiday.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close, he's probably scoring.
MP outside. Pass to Harden. Takes a 3. And again. Another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Outside, Brown. Over Middleton. Brown can't hit. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. They've led by as many as 14.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Celtics trail by 13. White looking it over. Lets it go from deep. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Zubac. Boston pulls it in.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. You take a look at the Magic. They've risen to 3rd in the latest power ranking. Playing well as of late.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they are steamrolling everyone as expected. Tons of talent, nice team chemistry. This is the team to beat this year.
Here's Leonard. Holiday grabs the miss.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Leonard on the wing, takes the 3, cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Leonard's got 15 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Holiday. Hits the front of the rim and out. Los Angeles leading by 13. Leonard outside. Puts up a three. Yet another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Porzingis. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Unable to get that one. Pass to Leonard. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Toronto Raptors. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the New York Knicks.
And that game against Milwaukee, that will be game number 8 on the schedule for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things by then.
So it's Los Angeles now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Holiday finds White. Now here's Porzingis. Again, the miss by Porzingis.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Tatum. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Clippers lead by 19. Harden from outside. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Now a chance to break down how the starters and reserves have contributed in the scoring department tonight for the Clippers. Now here's Porzingis. He's got 5. Back to White. Porzingis sets a screen. Cash money on the open jump shot. White's got 8.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Leonard for 3. The rebound, Celtics. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Holiday. The layup off target. And so MP will bring it up for the Clippers. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 37.
And this kid is confident. MP just coming right back with his own 3.
Outside White. Tatum from long range. The rebound by MP.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Leonard. Tatum with some nice D.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Brown. And it's MP with a rebound. The Clippers lead by 20. Leonard outside. Middleton outside. MP scanning the floor. Zubac screen. And here's MP from outside. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
MP stretching out the defense.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. The three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Outside, Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Middleton. And here's Brown for three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac is...
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10 rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Some changes for Los Angeles. Batum is checked in for Zubac. Brown comes in for Leonard. And Hardaway is subbed in for Middleton. Isaac, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday, a screen on Hardaway. Here's Tatum. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And here's MP from outside.
The Clippers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. On the court right now for the Celtics.
DJ, bomb them, never.
So it's Los Angeles now. So the Celtics 5 right now. The star wing pair. It's Brown and Tatum outside. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones. Also outstanding.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards was outstanding. He finished with 67 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Now here's Brown. 20 points for him on the wing. Tatum. Six to shoot. Batum pulls it in.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Brown, a screen on Holiday. And here's MP from outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Tatum for 3. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
From deep, MP.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no.
Here's Los Angeles now. MP out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Brown. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot.
Well, the Clippers shooting around 52% since the start of the third. They've got Chris Dunn. He's out there with MP. Tim Hardaway is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Brown in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards was outstanding. He finished with 67 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Brown with it. Give him 20. Up and over Dunn. Boston again missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 7 rebounds in the game. Tatum passes to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Pass to Holiday. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first.
Well, the Clippers shooting 52% from the floor so far. They've got MP. He's out there with Chris Dunn. Tim Hardaway is.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. They've got Batum. MP out there with Dunn. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brown.
On the floor for Boston, the star wing pair. It's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jonathan. On the court right now for the Celtics, the star wing pair. It's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis.
On the court for the Celtics, the talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Porzingis is out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's Holiday in at the one.
All night, he just won't let up.
And here's Holiday, following the three-pointer by MP. Bounce pass, Isaac. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Rebound by the Clippers. MPs.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
Brown outside. A three ball. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got MP, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Brown. Then there's Batum, and it's Green in at the two-guard spot. No one near him. It's hauled in by MP.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop. Boston shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Hauser the pass to Isaac. Here's Hauser. Can't cash in from close range. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Batum sets a screen for MP. And the three off target. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And stolen by MP. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. MP finds Batum. And here's MP for 3. Good on the triple. MP's got 57 points.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
For the 3. And the basket by Hauser.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Brown outside. From deep, Green. Rebound, Boston.
Who's got Tatum, man?
Pass to Springer. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Batum, screen on Tatum. The 3 from MP. Good, he hits again.
He now owns the record for career 60-point games. Shocking.
Some people already consider him the best ever to lace him up. This will continue to fuel that conversation. Donnie's checked in for the Clippers. Boston also with the sub. Holiday's checked in. Pass to Hauser. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Dunn picks one up.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run. Green inside the 3-point line. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Holiday. And he banks in the layup.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Shoots. And the basket by Hauser.
Yeah, you're seeing Isaac mature as an offensive player, finding your open teammate, such a critical skill.
And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Isaac's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Inside. And Isaac throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Tatum. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
The 3 from MP. Rebound, Boston. Now Tatum, and stolen by Dunn. Outside, Green. And it's blocked.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Pass to Hauser. Tatum on the wing. Dunn covering. Sinks the triple.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Brown with a screen on Holiday. And here's MP for 3.
Son, where'd you find me?
Welcome to a...
Been chained up. This don't change us.
You ain't
Just been through a lot.
Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Drew Holiday. He's out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Tatum at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Holiday gets hauled in by the Clippers.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP, the pass to Batum. Batum with a screen on Holiday. MP drives in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
Boston, no good that time either.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half. Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Pass to Leonard. Done with it. Now MP. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And there's Leonard on the assist by MP. Leonard's got 11 in the second half.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Tatum from long range. The rebound by MP.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Leonard can't get it to go. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Pass to Leonard. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Here's Tatum. And it's MP with a rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Leonard can't get it to go. Boston's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Launches a 3. And it's Tatum with the 3. Tatum's got 33 points.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Leonard with a screen on Holiday. From deep, MP. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Porzingis for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Porzingis can knock him down from out there. Just looking for some consistency.
Leonard passes to MP. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Now here's White. Porzingis in the post. Covered by MP. Count the basket.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the game. MP drives in. It's stolen by...
You ready?
Two minutes remaining in the game.
MP out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green, and it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better.
La mano en la pared, fuera control.
There's a minute 54 left in the final quarter. Richard at the three-point shot was never introduced. How different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
MP is out there with Chris Dunn. Then
Hey, man. Everybody stand up.
On the floor for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Connects again from distance.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard's.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. On the floor for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Clippers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year. And what a huge performance.